Welcome everyone. This is Kripa Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Corporate Secretaryship, KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to explain you about directors, woman director, independent director, whole-time key manager personnel, director identification number and its significance, duties, qualification and disqualification of director, meetings of board meeting, shareholder meeting, committee meeting, powers of board, notice, agenda, minutes and resolution, and secretarial duties in meeting. First topic, introduction to director. A director is someone who holds a position of authority and responsibility within a company. They have an important role in guiding and overseeing the company's activities. Think of director as the decision makers who help shape the direction of the company. Directors are appointed or elected to look after the company's best interests and ensure its success. They have a legal duty to act in a way that benefits the company and its shareholders. This means considering the needs of everyone involved, including employees, customers, suppliers, and the community. Next topic, woman director. As per the Companies Act 2013, it is mandatory to appoint at least one woman director as a board member in certain type of companies. The penalty for non-compliance of provision extends to a fine of Rs 10,000 with a further fine of Rs 1,000 per day if the contravention continues. Next topic, independent director. Independent director means a director other than a managing director or a whole-time director or a nominee director. First point, who in the opinion of the board is a person of integrity and possessed relevant expertise and experience. Second point, who is or was not a promoter of the company or its holding subsidiary or associate company. Next topic, whole-time key managerial personnel. The Companies Act 2013 Act mandates that certain classes of companies have to appoint key managerial personnel. In short, it's KMP. KMP is a group of people in charge of the company's operations. They are the decision makers and responsible for the company's smooth functioning. They are employees vested with certain essential functionals and roles. Section 251 of the Act defines key managerial personnel (KMP). It states that the KMP of a company means Chief Executive Officer or Manager or Managing Director or Company Secretary or Whole-Time Director or Chief Financial Officer or such other officers designated by the board as KMP but are not more than one level below the directors in whole-time employment or such other officers as may be prescribed. Next topic, Director Identification Number. Director Identification Number or DIN is an 8-digit unique identification number which is allotted by the central government to each individual who wants to be a director of a company or who already is a director of any company. Once allotted, the DIN number has lifetime validity. Next topic, significance of Director Identification Number DIN. For the statement of DIN, a digital signature certificate DSC in the name of the candidate must be received. DSC is declared in the kind of USB token with a validity of 1 or 2 years. The application of DSC may be performed by giving a copy of the PAN card, one passport size photograph, address proof, and signing the DSC application form. All the reports and forms must be approved by a postmaster or gazetted officer and bank manager. Signatures on the application and verifying documents must be completed by using a pen with blue ink. Foreign residents may ask for DSC by suggesting identity and resident proof which should be confirmed by the Indian government or notary people. Next, NCE, the digital signature certificate DSC is received. Request for DIN can be performed with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs MCA. The DIN request form is to be recorded electronically by completing the application to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs MCA website. The DIN form must hold a photograph of the candidate and must be acknowledged with the digital signature certificate. By submitting the DIN application, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, its MCA, could allow DIN instantly. If any mistake is found in the documentation, MCA may request the submission of additional documents. DIN may be given within 2 to 3 days of submission of papers and documents. There are no additional agreements for DIN, but if alterations are needed in DIN, the same can be used by listening different forms as defined by MCA along with documentary evidence. Next topic, qualification of director. The articles of the company provides that every director should hold a certain number of shares. Such shares are known as qualification shares. A director must obtain the required number within 2 months of the appointment. If a director is not appointed as a director, he can't be compelled to obtain qualification shares. Also, within a period shorter than 2 months of the appointment, he cannot be compelled to obtain the qualification of shares. The value of the qualification shares cannot be more than 5,000 rupees except when the nominal value of the share is more than the amount of the share. A director can hold only shares and not share warrants. A director may suffer if he fails to obtain his qualification share as advised. He can suffer in two ways. First one, his office can fall vacant. Second one, he will be liable to pay a penalty if he continues to act as a director. The director is required to hold the shares in his own right. Next topic, disqualifications of director. The minimum requirements for the eligibility of members are laid down in section 274. A person is not capable of being appointed as a director in some cases that follow. First one, when the person is of unsound mind and he is certificated by the court. Next, a person who is unable to pay his debt and it cannot be covered by its assets and director has indicated proceeding against him. Next, when the director is adjudicated as insolvent, when the director has been sentenced to imprisonment of at least 6 months for the offense that involves morally wicked behavior and 5 years has to passed from the date of expiry of the sentence. Next, when he has not paid for call of his shares for 6 months. Next, where he has been qualified for preventing fraudulent persons under section 203. Next, if a private company is not a subsidiary of a public company, can further add to disqualification. In other words of the Supreme Court, a public company and its subsidiaries cannot add or increase any other disqualification. Next topic, board meeting. The board of director is the supreme authority in a company and they have the powers to take all major actions and decisions for the company. The board is also responsible for managing the affairs of the whole company. Second, for the effective function and management, it is imperative that board meeting be held at frequent intervals. For this, section 173 of Companies Act 2013. Next topic, shareholder meeting. Shareholder meeting means a meeting of the stockholders of the corporation wherein resolutions are placed before the shareholders to discuss the corporate matters and other matters required by the bylaws of the company, such as company's performance over the relevant statutory period is reviewed and approached. Board of Directors (BOD) of the company are appointed. Decisions regarding the increase in share capital, major acquisitions, mergers are taken, etc. and may be conducted at frequent intervals like annually or 6 monthly or quarter or in expectational circumstances. Next topic, committee meetings. A committee meeting is a formal gathering of a subgroup of people within an organization who come together to fulfill a predefined objective. The committee's work is described in its charter and is often conducted in a series of meetings. The meetings are a forum for the exchange of ideas and collaboration. A committee meeting must have a notice and an agenda and a quorum of committee members present to take binding decisions. Next topic, notice. A notice of meeting is a written document that informs company members and shareholders of the time, date, and place of the corporate meeting. It also details the topic and agenda of the meeting. A notice of meeting is required to invite and inform the attendants. It can be attached to the minutes of a meeting and used as evidence. A notice of meeting should be sent out at least a week before the meeting. Next topic, agenda. The agenda is the version of the meeting plan shared with meeting attendants. Sharing a meeting agenda in advance helps attendees come prepared. During the meeting, an agenda can be used to help keep the conversation moving forward and on time. Next topic, minutes. Minutes refer to the written record of proceeding or meeting held by the board of directors or members of the company. These minutes serve as a legal document that provides evidence of the discussions, decisions, and actions taken during the meeting. Once accepted at the next time, the minutes become an official representation of the previous meeting and can be used as prima facie evidence in legal matters. Next topic, resolution. A resolution is the final form of a decision taken at a meeting by voting on a motion with or without amendment. A motion is considered at a meeting. A resolution is the outcome of the discussion. A resolution is binding on the organization and becomes effective when it passed. Shareholders can pass ordinary resolutions or special resolutions at general meetings. A company resolution is a legal binding decision made by directors or shareholders. Final topic, secretarial duties in meetings. Assisting the chairperson during the meeting by providing relevant information and advice. Taking and keeping minutes of the meeting, which are the written records of the business and decisions of the meeting. Maintaining effective records and administration of the group, such as files, reports, and correspondence. Next, upholding the legal requirements of the group, such as governing documents, charity law, company law, etc., where relevant. Thank you.